What's going on, Meta fam? Hope you all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, and we're getting into the new year. And man, we got breaking news. That's right. Wow, is all I'm going to say to this one. I did not, well, I can't say I did not see this coming because we all know that the brokerages were selling more shares than what they had. We know the brokerages had counterfeit, naked, short, synthetic shares they did not have. And it appears today we officially have more evidence that another brokerage is out of shares. And that's what today's video is going to be about. Meta News here, it says breaking. Brokerage firm Tradestation confirms a share imbalance and potential counterfeit shares in MMTLP. And he has a nice summary here. And we will come back to the summary. But the first thing I want to highlight out of his summary, in my book, Tradestation is the first transparent broker to admit the counterfeit shares in MMTLP. And that's what I wanted to highlight there. We all know they have it, but who is going to be the brokerage that first admits it? Now, for me, got to cover up my info there. I have already received confirmation up here, if you see, confirmation from AST that my Tradestation shares, I forget the exact date that I put in the request, but I actually have a video here somewhere in the channel, probably 4 or 5 months, 6 months back, whatever it was. And the representative told me that they go in batches, and mine did come a few months later. And this was postmarked, if you can see here, October 26th, I believe is what it was. October 26th. Is when AST mailed it to me. So I got confirmation my shares are in AST from Tradestation, but it appears shortly after that Tradestation ran short. So let's get in here to the evidence backing this up and comments and all this stuff here. Here it talks about the breaking news, and Meta News says, John Berta, any opinion on Tradestation statement and how you perceive this? And John Berta said, they have a problem. Get the share count and everyone settles up. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, John Berta, for your insight. That's exactly what I thought. Now, Jung Savvy here has this audio clip that apparently where a Tradestation representative admits they do not have it. So here it says, no certificates, no shares. Tradestation admits they do not have MMTLP Nextbridge shares to transfer to AST. Ruh-roh. And let's listen to this audio clip. And let me make sure I get my volume up, because I definitely want you all to hear this. Here we go. All right, let's listen to this.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. So I see here, so you did call in on the 13th requesting to have your shares sent over, the Nextbridge shares transfer over to AST. And we did inform you, unfortunately, we could not send them over because we do not have enough certificates at this time.
Wow. So apparently...
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. So
I'm assuming from that, I'm assuming December 13th. It could have been November 13th. I'm not sure. But somewhere the 13th of some month. I do know Tradestation took a while to get mine through, but they did get them through. But this person here says that the representative acknowledges that he received the call on the 13th, and he admits they do not have the certificates and shares to send over to, AST. So if Congress can go and grill now Tradestation and get this kind of proof and get the backing of this, it's going to be huge, man. There's more great information on this. This is the Tradestation official statement to customers. This first part here in this email is kind of going over the whole, I guess you want to say, the beginning parts of it, of the registration, S1 registration date and all that. But this bottom part here is where the pudding is. Upon initial distribution of NBH common stock, broker-dealers like Tradestation were granted physical certificates based on their customers' former holdings in metamaterials and MMTLP. The NBH certificate that Tradestation received excluded a large number of NBH shares that had been lent to other brokerage dealers as part of the Tradestation's fully paid lending program. Despite Tradestation's best efforts, we have been unable to recall a portion of lent out shares because there is currently no market for the security. This means we will not be able to honor some of our customers' requests to register and record their ownership in book entry form with AST because the shares are not backed by physical certificate. If the registration statement is declared effective by SEC, Tradestation will fulfill its obligation to transfer the current list of customers who own NBH to record AST. In the meantime, we must decline your request to transfer a physical certificate reflecting your ownership interest to AST. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is just wow, is all I'm going to say. Moving forward here, Johnny Tobacco under Wise Guys here. He's been helping us out from time to time. And here he says, this is bad. I'm putting together pieces. Tradestation is a tiny player in this major scam. But look how bad this is. We cannot honor our obligations. That's scary. Let's just say, unbeknownst to them, this MMTLP was a major corporate action. Then they insolently lent a retail customers fully paid shares. There's all kinds of rules how you must segregate the customer's money and always maintain 100% collateral. According to this stunning admission to me, this letter, we lent your stuff. We took in cash, which we are holding for you. We don't have your new shares because we lent your old ones and lost them. So until such time we can find them, we will keep your cash and your S out of luck. Tip of the iceberg, my friends. This is happening everywhere. Scary stuff. And there you can see tag Charlie Gasparino, which recently he's been a little bit of a shill. But it's okay. We just got to get him educated on our situation. And I think the more that you don't want to be negative toward him or anything like that, he just doesn't understand. He needs to be educated on what's going on. I think the more he gets educated on our situation, he will definitely be like, wow. And like, this is truly this is definitely far superior than the AMC. So this is even worse than the AMC situation. So I get where he's coming from someone that thinks these stocks are going to be short squeezing and stuff. But people, this has been what's going on. People buy and sell stuff they don't have. And normally the stock is still trading, so they get away with it because they can settle it 6 months, a year down the road when everyone just sells out for a major loss. This here, MMTLP went private. There is no getting the additional shares. And FINRA U3 halted it, so they're not out there for people to get. You cannot get them. So there's 165 million registered, overall legal shares. And we believe there could be anywhere from 4, 5, 600 million, if not, who knows how many there is out there. That's what we're hoping to get Congress to subpoena and get the blue sheet data to get that official number. Tradestation is the first brokerage to admit they do not have what they sold to customers and they can't transfer it over. So how much is their imbalance? That's the question. Mark Basil here says, if you sue Tradestation for fraud and securities fraud, then the world becomes your oyster through discovery. I am sure there are a lot of pearls out there waiting to be found. Yes. And that is huge. Can you imagine the lawsuits that probably Mark Basil here is going to get to handle because Tradestation cannot fill their obligation? And how's that happen? People want to be part of the Bronco project because if Greg McCabe said, if you transfer over to AST and you're registered, it's your AST here, you're registered at AST, you get part of the Bronco project and the additional perks, and they're going to lose out on that as well. So this is a very interesting thing. Paulus Greatus here. You guys got to watch this whole video. Trust me. Paulus Greatus here. He says, John Berta, if this is not sufficient evidence to warrant a congressional subpoena for a share count, and talking about here the breaking news about Tradestation, John Berta says, I would hope so, but one never knows what is going to take. Just keep going. Appreciate your hard work. And that is the point. Absolutely. And before we get to the last point here I wanted to cover, J.R. Ewing here put this tweet out, and you can see John Berta liked it. MMTLP, just so everyone is aware, I was in a meeting where Tradestation info below was provided to the Senate Banking Committee and was told it was in turn sent to SEC. Congress has it and so does SEC. I think this is important for all of you to know. Yes, that is huge. Congress and SEC knows about this, guys. This is just fantastic news. This is like the Happy New Year's. Wow. I'm just blown away at all this revelation here coming out. plus just a couple of days ago, Charles Payne, Laura Loomer, all this going on. There's just so much happening. And yeah, I'm super excited. This is exactly what we needed. And, John Berta seems really excited about it. Johnny Tobacco seems excited. Mark Basil seems excited. I'm excited. Are you excited is the question. I'm excited. It feels like we're going to be getting close to a resolution. And then the pieces are falling together. And all this evidence and proof. It's just more to Congress to have. We had the congressional letter of over 70 plus congressmen and congresswomen signatures on it. And hopefully this could be the tip of the iceberg now, with a brokerage confirming they do not have the shares to get Congress to say, you know what, we're going to subpoena that information to close this book. And that is exactly what we hope happens here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Love and appreciate every single one of you all. Peace.